Wade Phillips joining us now. So what does it mean for you to be inducted in the Texas Sports Hall of Fame here in Waco?
You know, my first thought was, how much better does it get for a Texan to be in the Texas Sports Hall of Fame? I mean, that you can't put it into words. This group, you know, they're so special that it makes you feel good to be even mentioned with these kind of people that some of them are great athletes and great coaches too. So it's a really great group to go in with.
Quarterback and linebacker at Port Neches Groves, and you actually played for your dad, O.A. Bum Phillips, for the Indians. What was that experience like?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with football. I grew up around football. I was a water boy. You know, the high school players were my heroes, and then I ended up playing for my dad in high school, and so that was there's nothing like Texas football, and especially in high school.
You also played for your father at the University of Houston when he was coaching there. Your memories as a Cougar?
Yes, he was the defensive coordinator when I was at Houston, and you know, to have Bum Phillips and Bill Yeoman as examples of coaches, you couldn't get better examples than that.
Now, you coached at Oklahoma State and also Kansas, but when you joined your father with the Houston Oilers in 1975, that had to be really special.
Yeah, it was a special time. You know, I was 27 years old and coaching in the NFL. I couldn't think of anything better to be in Houston, Texas with the Oilers, and especially the way we played. You know, the Love You Blue, the Earl Campbell years, I mean, gee, it's still legendary. And, you know, coming back from losing at Pittsburgh when we were 3 hours late and there were 50,000 people in the Astrodome still gives me chills to think about when we came back and all those people were there for us. So it was a great time for us.
People know you for your defense. That's what you've coached the best throughout your career. But tell us about being a head coach in places like Buffalo and San Diego, Denver, and even Dallas.
It's kind of the ultimate, I guess. There's only 32 of them, you know. So, you know, I've been a head coach several times, probably as an interim head coach and a head coach 6 times. So I probably hold the record there. And you know, I had a great time as a head coach, and the same thing as a coordinator. I mean, it's been a great ride for me. I think that's what I do well is come in and fix the defense or get the defense better. Most of the time they're bad when I get there, but a few occasions I've come in and they've been pretty good and we got better. So you know, I think that's my niche.
The Dallas Cowboys, the stint with them. People forget that first year you were with the Cowboys, incredible record, a really good team. Just your thoughts about that, that initial feeling of, did you ever wake up and say, wow, I'm the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys? Yeah,
I mean, it's probably the premier job in the league, and at least one of them for sure. You know, we went 13-3. Unfortunately, we lost to the Giants, who won the Super Bowl that year. But you know, we enjoyed our years there. We had a lot of wins. We won the first playoff game in like 13 or 14 years. So we had a good run there, and we enjoyed Dallas.
Being back in Houston, close to your native city of Port Neches, and to be in a team that had really good defenses with the Texans. We
started out the first year and went to second in the league. We were 30th. They were 30th the year before. So I believe it was the biggest jump in the history of the National Football League, and so we had a great defense. We won the first playoff. Well, the first time they'd won the division, then the first playoff game they'd ever won at the Texans, and then we did it again the next year. So, you know, great times for us then too, and being home, and it is home. Texas is home. Houston is home.
Now, you coached with Gary Kubiak for the Houston Texans on the defensive side of the ball. But then winning the Super Bowl for the Denver Broncos as the defensive coordinator must have been just an incredible feeling.
Yeah, actually the first time I went there, I went from Philadelphia, and my first year there in 1989, we went to the Super Bowl. My first season there as the defensive coordinator, and we ended up losing to the San Francisco 49ers, who were pretty good at that time, with Joe Montana and Jerry Rice and that group. And then, ironically, the last time I went, my first year, we went to the Super Bowl, but we won it. So, you know, that was pretty exciting.
Who would have thought? Because prior to that, Gary Kubiak leaves the Texans. Who knows where you're going?
Right. Yeah, I was out of football for a year and didn't have a job, and then the next year we win the Super Bowl. So it was quite a run, and you know, it was a great time for me. You know, it's the ultimate. I mean, you can't do more in your profession than win it all, and that's what this special group did.
Wade, now you're with the LA Rams coaching defense. That's got to be a new, exciting opportunity for you, and an opportunity to be on the West Coast, close to your daughter.
Well, the first thing, our daughter Tracy lives out there, and you know, we've been away from her and been all over the country, and so she's excited about it, and we're really excited about it. Being close to her, being close to families, which is important, and the Rams, I think we have an opportunity to move up. Certainly, they didn't do well last year, but that's why we're there. We got some work to do, but they've got some good players on defense, and I think we'll do well. You know, having your family here with you and the excitement of, you know, going into the Texas Sports Hall of Fame, but also you're about as Texan as they come. You know, someone who's been involved with all the sports teams here. Just give me your thoughts about what tonight really embodies for Wade Phillips. Well, that's what it is. I am from Texas. I'm proud of being from Texas, and you know, football is Texas. Texas is football. So, you know, I can't think of anything better, really. I just can't think of anything that I would rather do than coach, and to be recognized for coaching is really special for me. Wade Phillips, thanks for being with us. Enjoy the night here at the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. Just like my dad said, there's two kinds of coaches, ones that have been fired and ones that are going to be fired. Well, if you haven't been through it, and I've been fired quite a few times, it's not easy. And to have my family support me and be there, win or lose, move to another job or whatever, is something special. And I love you for that, and I thank you for that.